that or want to accept that, but that is a fact. Two things though. Number one, we should ask administration officials to testify before Congress as to what deals or what was said at that meeting between our president and the president.
And who would know that? Who do you want to come before Congress? Who might have that information? I mean, the interpreter who's in the room or beyond that?
I think that President Trump will have had to have disclosed to the Secretary of State or some members of his cabinet, as National Security Advisor, as to what was spoken about, what was agreed to. I'd be very curious if the issue of Montenegro was raised between Vladimir Putin and President Trump, just because it sort of came out of nowhere in the discussion with Tucker Carlson last night. The other thing that we do need to do, and it may happen in the Senate, number one, a new round of sanctions if Russia interferes in our 2018 midterms.
But why do we have to wait? I mean, why not be proactive? Why do we have to wait for them to interfere?
Well, we did though. We did implement new sanctions over this past year, very far-reaching sanctions. We've also provided a military arsenal to Yugoslavia. I almost forgot there. We've been very robust, but when the president goes and says and does more of this stuff, I think that there is reasonably an expectation by the American public that Congress step forward and say, well, we're not going to accept. Additionally, though, on the issue of tariffs, under 232 of the World Trade Organization provisions, we are not allowed to use a national security claim for basic economic sanctions or tariffs. That's what we're doing right now. That should not be accepted. So the Senate may take that up. Really, we're probably going to have to see what the Senate does and then try and push something in the House. But these comments that come out of the president's mouth are not helpful to NATO. They're not helpful to international stability, and that's a very big concern. And then finally, we don't know what was said by our own president in a 2-hour meeting, but we know what that following press conference was, and the fact that nothing was said for 24 hours. It's deeply damaging. I mean, we shouldn't sugarcoat that, and we shouldn't accept that somehow a double negative or a should instead of a shouldn't or a shouldn't instead of a should is somehow going to just make all this go away and everything's good again, because that's not the case.
What about cyber defense? Do you think that Congress should appropriate more money now, before the midterms, to guarding the cyber defense?
Well, we do have a National Defense Authorization Bill where I think that is the case. We're going to take the advices of our military leaders on what we do need to do in the cyber arena and the intelligence community. We will do that. We are in the middle of the appropriations process. We continue to invest more in our cybersecurity. We actually probably have a stronger cybersecurity network than people realize, but the cyber attacks on our country during the presidential race were against political parties and state election systems, not necessarily against our intelligence community. So that's where we need to sort of step up and make sure that those organizations do have appropriate